Let's go, Rider Nation.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, here we go. It's a feeling now. Get 'em high, get 'em low, 'cause we're dealing now. Everybody's giving it all they got, 'cause we're ready.
Welcome to the Piffles podcast, your Saskatchewan Roughriders fan podcast. Thanks for joining us here this week. You got me, I'm Alex.
I'm Steve.
And I thank God every day I'm the logo snob because, oh boy, do I got stuff to talk about tonight.
Riders dropping their Prairie Blizzard jerseys on us.
Drop is a good term. Drop is a good term.
We didn't talk about it on social. We figured we'd leave it for the show tonight. I'm ready for the Prairie Blizzard. I got one of my new hats that I really like. Got the white.
And we're talking about storms. I got my Thunder gear on, so
there we go. Steve, you're the only one that missed the memo about dressing the part.
Par for the course.
Yeah, check your emails. We'll talk.
I might miss out on a jersey if I don't do that.
We'll talk about those Prairie Blizzard jerseys coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks for listening wherever you get your podcasts, watching on YouTube or SAS Telemax TV on demand. Of course, the live stream on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Piffles podcast is brought to you by Dairy Queen on Elphinstone Street and Sass Drive in Regina. Now that's the kind of blizzard I can get behind in June here.
Mm-hmm.
We're also proud to be sponsored by Churchill Brewing Company, District 306 Regina's Tactical Laser Tag Experience, Bigfoot Vodka, and Creasy's Premium Home Leisure Jacuzzi Spas. Follow us on social media at Piffles Pod. I'm at Real Alex D.
I'm at Saphamod.
And as always, I do not need nor want your pity follows at Greg on Sports, especially if you like the Prairie Blizzard jerseys. I definitely do not want your follow on that one.
Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. We'll talk about
I
it.
can't hold it. I'm a glass cage of emotion.
You're going to be drinking milk in plus 30? Is that what you're saying? What a week in the CFL. What a weekend this was in the CFL. And it wasn't just the games that were excellent. There was some other good stuff happening this weekend. And it was Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to everyone out there.
Steve, my man. This is Chris Streveler here, former Winnipeg Blue Bombers quarterback. Hey, man, I've got a special message from your buddies Alex and Greg. They want to give you a shout-out for Father's Day, man. They say you're a great dad and a huge CFL fan. And I don't know, I guess you love me personally. I don't know what that's about, but I love you too, man. So, hey, Steve, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. Your boys love you. They love hosting your podcast with you and everything. I got to check that out, man. So send me a message on social media so I can check out your podcast. I don't know if you've been seeing any of my content. I'm new in the podcasting world. I'm all over X, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. I'm new to it, but I'd love to listen to your podcast. Maybe I can hop on with you guys and chop it up, talk a little CFL ball sometime. But again, Steve, love you, man. Happy Father's Day. Alex and Greg, your boys, they love you too. Have a great day.
I love
that.
Wrong.
I appreciate that you guys kept it up there so you saw my reaction this time. Well played.
Multiple things I love about that. One, it covered me up, and so we could see both of your reactions. I love that. Two, he did it shirtless.
Yeah, no notes.
Which is not surprising, given what we know about Chris Streveler.
I guarantee you he's not going to want to go back and listen to our old shows. That's for damn sure.
So put the message out, Steve. He wants to come on the show.
You know what happens if he comes on. I'm out.
I don't believe you. You're too nice.
I will dip out. No, I will dip out instantly. I might come back, but I will dip out.
But I do have to confess something, Steve, before we get to the opening kickoff. We're not the only ones that paid Chris Streveler to wish you a happy Father's Day. There's another one for you.
What's up, Steve? This is former Blue Bombers quarterback Chris Streveler. I got a message for you from the Grey Cup crew. Okay, and honestly, man, I think I've seen you on my Twitter commenting. You get mentioned a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're a big Riders fan. So look, I'm just going to face this head on. Obviously, I'm a former Blue Bombers guy, doing stuff on social media. I'm trying to be impartial. Your Riders are having an outstanding season. I think they're the team to beat right now. There's a lot of season left, so we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. But here, listen, I want to come out to Regina for a game this year. I want to come out for Labor Day. I want to be a part of that rivalry from the stands. I want to come back to Winnipeg for Banjo Bowl. If you have a tailgate, if you have anything going on, let me know because I've seen you on my Twitter. But anyways, okay. From the Grey Cup crew, I've heard you're a huge fan of me, maybe, not sure. But I also heard you're a wonderful dad to your kids. And happy Father's Day to you, man. It's been great. I'm out here on vacation with my family right now. Just got done with a couple meetings and wanted to shoot you this quick message. But hey, Steve, I'll see you on Twitter. Shoot me a message. I hope that we can link up for Labor Day, get together, maybe have a beer, maybe we could shake hands and bond. But I hope you're having a great summer. I hope you had an outstanding Father's Day. And the Grey Cup crew loves you, man. Hope I get to see you soon. Don't be afraid to chirp back on Twitter, man. See you, Steve. Appreciate it.
I hate the fact that he seems like a decent dude. It makes it all so much worse.
And for who you can thank, there's a comment there. You can see Steve.
I knew exactly who it was before it. Yeah. He was the one pushing to get me out to that Chris Strevler party. So
Chris Strevler's coming to the Labor Day game.
oh Lord.
And the Piffles tailgate is public space. He is allowed to come say hi.
The good news is I will be many Churchills deep, so come on by. Let's do it.
Oh man, that was a good part of my weekend right there. There you go. Yeah,
Like the old Venn diagram says, between pumpkin spice lattes and Chris Strevler, are there any thick treats that Steve does like? That's a
I'm
good
going to say this
question.
again. Never, ever, ever tell the CFL family something you don't like. Ever, ever.
I don't like free
Oh.
money. I really hate free money.
Yeah, but see, they know you better than that.
It's those pity follows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what screwed you over.
God, I hope you get all the pity follows this month. That was good. I appreciate that one. I didn't see the second one coming. That was pretty solid.
Yep.
He does seem like a good dude.
Right.
That's the annoying part.
Yeah.
Like his post-football career seems like a genuinely good dude.
And even if he doesn't make any money being a football, doing stuff on TikTok, IG, Facebook, whatever, he's going to make a ton of money from
Money on
CFL fans
cameos.
on Cameo, just shouting you out all the
Just
time.
sending you.
So he is.
I'm
he is
somehow
that-
I'm going to end up with a restraining order because all of you are doing this.
At this point, you should ask for a commission. Like you should at least get like 10% off the top.
Oh Lord.
But happy Father's Day to all in Rider Nation, especially you, Steve, from our friend Chris.
Yes.
Let's get talking some Riders here. Let's get to the show. It's the opening kickoff. Okay, Greg, now's your chance. Riders dropping the Prairie Blizzard jerseys. You're the logo snob. You're the graphic designer of the group. Go.
It is the away jersey with white numbers. You just made it hard to read. That's all you did.
But it's got a new
Ooh,
hat.
Special jersey. All you did was make it harder on your fans and the media. Congratulations.
Hold on. The media complaining about the numbers. They get free tickets to games. They get paid to go to games. I don't give a crap what they say.
Okay.
Oh, it's hard to read. Too bad. I don't care.
Do I care if Jamie and I can read it? No, I don't. But Dave Thomas needs to be able to read the numbers. Luke Melinder needs to know who's playing where. Like
That's what they have spotters for. They're
the
fine.
spotters can't read the numbers.
They're fine. They'll be fine.
They have binoculars.
Okay.
If you could do it for the Obsidians, they'll do it fine for this. That doesn't take away
They
from how
struggle with
garbage
the
the jerseys
Obsidians.
are. Well,
They struggle with the
then they'll
Obsidians. They struggle with the
these.
gunmetal. Like they struggle with the Elks heritage jersey as well. Like this entire trend of let's make a fan jersey an actual jersey is garbage. My lord. Anyway,
I hate the fact that they made such a big hype over this jersey and basically just gave it a little paint job. And that was it. There was so much potential. If you want to go with the Prairie Blizzard, all white top to bottom. I understand they can't do the helmets. I get it.
why
you can
not?
only have the two helmets and the Obsidian fits with the Obsidian. You're not going to do the white helmet. But you could have gone plain white. You don't need the striping. You don't need any of the green accents. Just simple white, a little bit more thick green around the numbers to maybe make it a little easier on Dave Thomas.
Oh, a thick treat.
Well,
There we
there's
go.
your thick treat.
Found something thick. There we go. But like,
Not doing phrasing anymore. That's not a thing.
No.
I'm just gonna go back to my drink. But no, it's just there was so much potential, and this was a big nothing burger. And I'm excited not to have to buy it because I have no desire, none.
I like them for this reason. The team just saved me $200.
Yep.
I was looking forward to something maybe similar to the kind of mock-up design that you had done earlier, Greg.
Yeah.
If it was something similar to that, I was legitimately thinking about getting one.
Yep.
It's a big meh to me. I'm looking for a comment here. It was on our Facebook. Bill on our Facebook post actually said it really good. Meh. The green on the shoulders just detracts from the white numbers and overall theme. Needs a white bucket too. Overall disappointing. And that's where I'm at. It's very underwhelming to me is the right word. I don't dislike them. I just don't like them. I was hoping we'd get something a little bit better. And if you're watching the stream, like I actually like the back look of it. If it didn't have the green on the sides, like under the arms, I think that would look very, very slick. I like that look there with the Sam MLS jersey there.
And the funny thing is, like, I don't hate the helmet. I think the helmet actually looks fairly sharp.
I like that.
That said, I think it would make the look a whole lot better if it was a white lid, because then you would be pure Prairie Blizzard.
Yeah.
And it's just so underwhelming.
The one advantage to the green lid is the white logo pops. That is it. That if you look at all of it, that is the only thing that I look at that and go, okay, I like it. On a white helmet, I don't know that it really stands out. It just looks like green lines from a ways away. So I get that part of it, but we gotta post this comment because somebody finally agrees with me on something. First time for everything. Thanks, Jason.
And we don't want to leave Greg out of it as well too. There was I won't show up.
Because we both tried clicking at the same time.
I'll stop pressing buttons. There you go. Yeah, Rick agrees with Greg too. So there you go. I'm gonna wear them this Friday, and they do have jerseys at the store, but they have you can't. I don't know if you can get customized jerseys because I think they just did a limited
run of
release
Rider Nation
500.
13. Yeah, 500
Yeah.
of those, yes.
But the nice thing is it's less than a regular jersey costs, like a customized jersey. I think it's like $210 instead of $250, so it's a little bit less. But it is a one-off, right? They're not gonna. This isn't a full rotational thing in the locker, so whatever. Ultimately, just win. If you win in them, nobody's gonna care.
Yep.
When they had the 100th anniversary ones back in 2010, the black and red ones, the really hideous, ugly jerseys. Yeah, they look bad, but you know what? They won, so nobody cares. If they lose wearing this, people will comment.
Yep. And I will lead the comments.
But the nice thing, you don't have to buy it if you don't like it.
No.
Yep.
So again, thank you, Riders, for saving me a couple $100. Appreciate that, guys. Let's get to the game. Calgary, because I still have people coming up to me talking about that. Double overtime, Riders winning 40-37, 2-0 on the season. We're not going to get too deep into it because we did have our post-game show. So if you want post-game comments, check that out on YouTube and all the podcasts and all that kind of stuff. We got to talk about the injuries. That's the big thing, especially leading into this game. And we're going to talk into the Toronto game. We'll talk about that a little bit. But AJ Ouellette hurt his ankle. Juju Hughes, this one here, to me, this is the biggest one of the game that we saw. Juju Hughes, defensive back, the guy who was replacing Roland Milligan, who was on the 6-game list with a shoulder injury. They haven't said it, but it's a torn Achilles. So he's done for the year. Corey May said today he'll be out long time. Well, I mean, Corey Mace, we've talked about it. I don't trust what he says with injuries at all in the first place. But yeah, Juju Hughes will be out a long time, aka the full year.
I'm surprised he didn't say like a couple of weeks, because that's his go-to when it comes to something like that. Yeah, he'll be a couple of weeks. You know,
Sean McEwen, yeah, he's only going to be out a couple weeks.
They'll just glue them back together. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be back out there.
No, you could tell, like, because when they showed Juju on the sideline, it was like, well, the play wasn't towards him, and then they showed that replay from the distance where he's running, and then all of a sudden he just stops and grabs his knee and goes down. It's like, oh, yep, that is definitely a tendon.
Yep. So again, those injuries just hurting the Riders. They did sign James Burgess Jr., defensive back, earlier today to join the practice roster. He was one of the final cuts in training camp. Thought he was actually one of the better players in the preseason game in Saskatoon. He's a corner though, whereas we kind of need a halfback. So we'll talk about that going forward. How's that secondary gonna look? We'll talk about that in the preview. I thought they'd call Benny Sapp. Well, he signed in Calgary. So, but yeah, a couple of those injuries, AJ Ouellette, Juju Hughes, those are the big ones that people are talking about. Still talking about that decision at the end of the first half to kick the field goal. Riders just got a touchdown, missed the extra point, get the ball on a short kickoff, which was brilliant. Shout out Kerfala Exume. You're not the most favorite player on this podcast, but hell of a play getting that ball and getting the Riders the ball back. Get a quick handful of yards. Corey Mace into the wind elects to go for a 47-yard field goal. Goes wide. Tyreek McAllister returns it for a touchdown. Totally changed the momentum of that game. Should have been, what,
16-point lead.
16-point lead, and instead it was a 9-point lead at the half.
They were running away with this game. They had Calgary was not even close to being involved in this game. And that turned it into an overtime game. One decision, and I'm pretty sure if Corey Mace goes back and looks at it, he probably won't make that mistake again. That's not something. The wind was awful. And your kicker just missed a kick from 10 yards closer. I don't know why you even think to do it and give them any semblance of momentum.
I'll play devil's advocate on this one. Hale obviously has a leg. Like, it wasn't that he was short.
It wasn't short. Yeah.
It wasn't, and it was into the wind. So, like, he had more than enough leg to make that kick. It's just he shanked it. That's all. So, if he would have adjusted his draw weight, he would have been fine. But I don't, playing devil's advocate, I don't fault him for it. But yes, unfortunately. And you also got to hope your guys end up in their lanes and it doesn't go back all the way. Because if you make it, you basically put your foot on their throats. You miss it and you tackle them. No harm, no foul. No one was in their lane. It was just a bad special teams play, and it happens.
I don't dislike the decision to go for it. You're on the road. Try and get the biggest lead you possibly can. All the momentum's going your way.
Team, and as much as they don't say to a team they didn't beat all last year, they cared. I don't care what they said. That was, we're checking this box off right now.
Yeah.
And that was what that was.
So I don't mind the decision, but with him just missing that extra point a couple minutes ago, that would have me, that's the only part that I don't like about it, about going for it, is you just missed a kick. I love having confidence in your kicker. You have to show that as a coach. And I think it's great until they didn't show confidence in him later in the game where they went for it on 3rd and 8, but that also ended up resulting in a Riders touchdown instead of a field goal. So correct call by Corey Mace going for it later in the game on 3rd down. But a lot of people upset. Hale hasn't made a kick over 40 yards yet this year. He's missed 2 field goals, both over 40. There's only 2 kicks over 40. How long of a leash does he have?
So we have the Aussie Lewis Ward. Is that what we got?
Basically,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Go sign Lewis Ward. Go sign Lewis Ward and fix our ratio problem.
He's in Montreal.
Yeah, I know.
But practice roster, you can pluck him off.
Yeah, you can pluck him off pretty easily. I don't know. They got to figure this out because right now the ratio without another global player is a bit of a problem. So they got to get that figured out before we can do anything, really.
I think if you can figure that roster part of it out, his leash has to be pretty short. He's now missed a kick in every single game, including both preseason games.
Mhm.
I mean, if we wanted to do that, we could have just kept Brett Lother. At least you had a Canadian spot. You knew he was good for one miss a game, but he was Canadian. I don't see the advantage here. I still don't see what they see in Alex Hale. He doesn't look confident when he gets up there, and I've already lost confidence in him as a fan. That's a rough way to start your career.
Never trust a kicker with glasses. I've been over this. You can that.
Yeah.
It is true. If you need glasses to be accurate, and that's your job is to be accurate, you're in trouble. Especially those Coke bottles he's wearing. My Lord.
Let's talk about the offense. That offense, at least in the first half, absolutely humming. They're going to need to continue going forward with all the injuries we have on defense. We're going to need that offense to score 30 plus a game. But Harris looked awesome in the first half. Had a couple of throws that were a little bit behind his receivers.
Yeah.
And then there was a few more of those in the fourth quarter when the offense kind of stalled. But Harris, Keenan Schaefer-Baker, 8 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, almost getting, a third one to win the game in double overtime there. It's just that this offense can't say enough good things about them. I know they had that lull that people are upset about in the third and the fourth quarter, but they put up 40 points. I'm not sure what more you can ask them to do.
Put up 40 points in regulation.
In regulation, maybe, yeah. But they're putting up points. They're looking pretty damn good. It's kind of hard to fault them for anything. But watching that offense is a lot of fun right now.
You could honestly see the moment that offense flipped, and it was when AJ Ouellette went out, because he was on another level from the opening kickoff. He seemed to have that extra burst that we haven't seen from him in a while, and I don't think he was getting touched in the first 5 yards off most handoffs coming out of the backfield. But there was a definite gap when you went from him to Bertrand Houdon, and we love Tommy. We've been very open about that, but this was. There was a big drop off. You're getting 2, 3, 4 yards consistently with him. He's going to get you what's there and nothing more. I think that's where we ran into issues. And if we're going into Toronto with Bertrand Houdon again, I'm not as excited about that as I was last year.
I've said it before, and I'll say it probably every single game this year. I love the fact that KSB is healthy. He is definitely up another level. His confidence is borderline a little crazy because he called himself 7-Eleven this week. He's always open. He's open 24 hours. Hey, I love the confidence, and he's having fun out there. But careful writing checks. Your butt has going to have to cash. But no, he's playing awesome. Keyshawn Johnson once again always reliable, and Sam Emelis. I want to call him the best receiver in the league right now, but I don't know. KSB is kind of pushing us right behind him if he's not.
Those two guys, they're in the top 5 right now, in my mind, for receivers in the league. There's some other damn solid ones out there in the CFL right now, but we have 3 possibly top 10 guys, which is awesome.
And can we talk about league-wide how good the Canadian receivers are this year?
Kevin Mytel is putting up video game numbers in Toronto. Keandre Smith has looked excellent in Hamilton. Tyson Philpott.
McInnes is the only healthy one in BC. Like there's some really good Canadian receivers right now in the CFL. It's no longer trying to hide guys on the offensive line. We've got legit skilled position players.
Long gone are the days where you have, and I loved him here as a rider, but Jason French. Taking up a spot. You're the wide side receiver. Just go out there and stand there, run a 2-yard curl. If we have to go through our progressions, then we'll throw you the ball, but you're not looked at as a reliable target.
True story. He was almost this week's Remember That Guy. And then I changed my mind. I was like, "Ooh, what are two Jason French?"
Okay, well, I'll take him off the list for this week anyway. But yeah, we're in a golden age of Canadian receivers in the CFL. I think Bill Stiegel was talking about that on social media too.
Yeah, me and Milt went back and forth on that one a little bit. That's why I bring it up. He's like, "Well, let's wait till the end of the season." I'm like, "I don't think you need to. I think you just look at what's happening right now. Like, why are we why are we wanting to anoint this? This is what's happening right now in real time."
Mm-hmm.
It's not like these are guys that haven't done it before. For the most part, you're just seeing a healthy group of talented Canadian receivers for once, with some new exciting rookies or fresh faces, anyways.
The defense. Got to talk about the defense. I thought the pass defense was actually really solid, other than when they kind of played prevent at the end. I know when Juju Hughes got hurt and they shuffled things around, Marcus Sales came in, played at halfback, and Malcolm Bell came in at corner.
But then they shuffled it and they moved
Devon
Bell
Campbell
down.
moved to the other corner. Yeah.
It just like I think it worked better in the first iteration than the
But
second.
it was funny. Josh Bell, our defensive coordinator, said on the Sports Cage, great interview. Oh, on the coaches show on Monday. If you haven't had a chance, watch that. He's awesome. Love that guy. He said the players decided where they were going to line up after Juju Hughes got injured. So they let the inmates run the asylum. Maybe shouldn't have done that with how that fourth quarter progressed. But at the same time, you're down 2 starters. You're down another backup as well too. I think they were, and we talked about this on the post-game show, they blitzed a lot more in that game than I've seen them do in the whole Corey Mace era. 5 guys almost every single play. 7 or 8 guys every 3 or 4 plays. Like, they were bringing heat the entire time. And I think they were just trying to make those quick throws from Vernon Adams so that he couldn't pick apart a zone defense that might have been suffering from some communication issues with all these injuries, with new guys in, all that kind of stuff. So they were trying to make it as easy as possible on the secondary. Unfortunately for us, Vernon Adams figured that out on that last game-tying drive, looked very good. That was the only time, though, to me, that pass defense looked poor in that game. It was an unfortunate time, but I can't fault them because the injuries that they have there right now.
Well, you got to admit, the entire last drive by the Stamps was a well-called drive, because even the running plays, Dedrick Mills seemed to find a second gear that he didn't have early in the game. So maybe it's a little bit being tired. Maybe it's a lot of guys being double shifted because of being short out there. But yeah, the Stamps definitely had some momentum in that last drive.
I think a lot of it was due to people being tired, because when you have the offense stalling the way they were, the defense is on the field too much. They're going to be breathing heavy and getting tired. And that when you have a guy like Dedrick Mills, you can only contain him for so long until you know he's going to eventually break some. And he did, and it hurt us and took us to overtime.
Shout out Antoine Brooks Jr. He was absolutely everywhere in that game, making plays. He was and blitzing a lot too. He was everywhere. He was in on every single tackle. He was just fun to watch.
And the worst part is, at some point, he's going to be like CJ Rivas. Unfortunately, someone's going to have to step up, take his place, because he's going to be hard to afford, because he isn't that good.
Yeah. But I wrote an article about this. That game, and I know people will nitpick a lot of stuff about that game. Their championship pedigree won them that game. Yeah. Everything that they learned last year and how to win, how to become champions, has carried over these first 2 games to start the season. The one against BC, replay of the West Final. Okay, they came back, they took the lead. We got this. Don't worry about it. We know what we're going to do, and it worked. This one, okay, team comes back. And we've seen in the past where, we get out to a big lead, and it absolutely collapses. The Riders lose. They found a way to flip that script and win this game. Normally in that overtime, I was, the Rider fan in me was like, all right, yeah, we lost. Calgary's going to do it. I've seen it too many times before.
Yep.
But with this regime, that's not the case. These guys, and it's so cliche, and I know it was a big thing for Trevor Harris last year, but the never flinch, they've truly bought into that. And I know you hate that, Greg. You hate that so much.
Quit trying to make flinch happen.
Right.
Um,
But they bought into it. And if everybody collectively buys into even a cliche like that, just get the pucks in deep, right? Get shots on net. If everybody buys into it, it can work. And that's what we've seen with this team. So they've all collectively bought into whatever message is being said in the locker room, in meetings, and it shows on the playing field.
I'm not trying to pump Corey Mace's tires, but this is from day one he was hired. The message was always the same. Like, last year was a build on to the year previous where it was just one game at a time, 1-0 every week. And yes, they learned their lesson from last year, where in situations in previous regimes, call them, where, yeah, when Calgary comes back, yeah, we're just packing it in because it's obviously not going to happen for us because we can't hold a lead. But that's what this coaching staff, that's what this entire franchise is now built on, is resilience, and just everything else is in the rear view and it's on to next week. And I love it.
Well, you mentioned it. We have PTSD from 30 years of Rider teams blowing
30.
games exactly like that one. Well, I was naive as a child. I always thought it would get better. But I mean, like, we just come to expect that. And I was messaging with Darren during the game, buddy from England, and he was the same. He's like, we're going to lose. As soon as that game tied up, we both were sitting there. It's over. That's just how you've come to expect it from Riderville. Despite this happening time and time again last year, this team loves to win ugly. I would once just love to put the foot to the throat and win by 3 scores or more, but that's just not how they do it. And these are the types of games you need to win if you want to win games in November. Simple as that. And we saw that happen. We saw how those ugly wins turned into a championship last year. I hope it's the same again.
And to further that point, Steve, you talk about November. Come November, nobody's going to remember this game.
No.
So there's lots that the team can learn from, but as fans, whatever, move on, go to the next one. Just win. I don't care if it's there. I mean, yes, there is, but there's no such thing as an ugly win. Winning isn't ugly. Winning is nice. Winning is great. So let's just enjoy that while it's happening. Moving on, we'll go really quick on these ones. Some roster news from last week that happened right after. Mike Benson, our new long snapper with Aaron Crawford on the 6-game list, and Jonathan Edward. We're going to talk about him a little bit coming up in the preview. Defensive back, Canadian defensive back. Saw him get in on special teams a few times in that Calgary game. Might get in a little bit more in this Toronto game. I don't have him in front of me. The 2025 Grey Cup champions coin set, the medallion set. There you go, Steve. You have it in front of you. Perfect. Greg, yours is upstairs.
I was gonna say,
yeah, yours is upstairs. You'll get yours. But the way that it's set up is each full box is supposed to have 2 full sets. So we got 2 boxes. We have an extra set. Wonder what we should do with that.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we got to crack all of them first just to make sure.
Yes, but we might have an extra set that I don't know. Maybe we could give away somehow.
Auction for charity.
That's not a bad idea. Well, once you get yours and
Once I get my set.
I found your extra one, Alex.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got your needs upstairs. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get that sorted. Maybe we'll do that at the game on Friday. We'll swap coins. But people are still talking about those. I see people still posting about it all the time. So we're getting lots of comments on our Facebook on that. Thanks to those that joined on the live stream I did Thursday night, opening up that first box. So they're still out there. So anywhere at a Sherwood Co-op in Saskatchewan, you can go there. Grocery store, liquor stores, gas stations, they'll all have them.
I think we found our next sponsor.
Hmm.
We're
I
sending them enough business. We should
Right?
our
Get
checks
at
in the
least
mail.
Get a commission or something. But you will not find the championship whiskey. That stuff is long gone. You'll see it here where Greg is going to brag about his 2 bottles.
I got 2 bottles.
Um,
What this one's opened and the other one is staying closed until the next Grey Cup. So
yeah, you
this year.
cracked that open on the post game show, so
I did.
it's a
What good
victory
is a-
plan. You have
What
to
good
have
is
it
a
after
whiskey
a
that's
victory.
only been open 1 extra year? Because we're opening it again in November.
Well, that's exactly it. I don't care. I'm going to hang on to it until the next one, and then I'll wait till the following one the year after.
One other thing to talk about here in the opening kickoff, which of course is presented by Creasy's Premium Home Leisure Jacuzzi Spas. The Riders, just before our show, announced their 2025 financials, a net loss of $157,000. After
That's a rounding error.
What? They're reporting a positive EBITDA, earnings before
EBITDA.
interest, depreciation and amortization of $2.3 million. So, and thanks to Britton Gray for posting this on the social media. And I'm going to completely just copy and paste your words here, Britton, which are copied and pasted from the Riders' release to the media. 2 major things contributed to the team losing money last year. The expenses of postponing that regular season game against Calgary with the smoke, as well as costs associated with playing in and then winning the Grey Cup. So that's why last year it was so important that they tried to get that game going even at 10:45 kickoff, 11:15 kickoff. They would have played till 3 a.m. because it would have saved them a hell of a lot of money.
Well,
Because
and
they couldn't safely do that with the smoke. Sorry, Greg. Just postponing it 1 day. You got to find rooms for Calgary players now, which they scrambled to do. And there's a lot of cost with that coming. So that was a big thing.
And it's not even just that, just like, because you're right, you're talking staff. They had to reset up all the as much of the food as they could. Like a lot of those food vendors couldn't open the next day because they were already sold out from the night before.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they made good with the fans. Like we all got, for every ticket that was sold, got $50 at the Rider store if you were a season ticket holder, and those that didn't got a free ticket for a future game. So that has to come from somewhere. That is just not like they could have done nothing. They literally could have done nothing, but they wanted to make good by their fans and the people that showed up that day, not knowing if a game was actually going to start. So yeah, it is 157 in the hole, and I'm using air quotes because, like I said, that's a rounding error.
Yeah.
Because they also put money into their war chest, which they probably could have avoided doing to show a no loss at all.
Yeah.
Like this, the team is still under very good financial ground at this point.
My favorite part is they talk about how the Grey Cup, playing in and winning the Grey Cup, cost them money on this season. I feel like they're going to more than make up for that amount in Grey Cup merch that's been sold ever since. I don't think they're going to have to stress too much about that loss.
And those rings ain't cheap either. Like I guarantee you, the rings are part of that loss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. A loss they'll gladly take every year if it means a Grey Cup title.
Yeah, and they did note as well too, if there is no postponed game against Calgary there or the Grey Cup appearance, they would have ended up with a profit of almost $2 million. So
I'm really curious on what the profit would have been without the smokeout game. Like because that is an outlier. Making the Grey Cup and all the costs that come associated with it are always kind of factored in already. But I'm really curious on what that smokeout game, the difference would have been on that value.
Well, just factoring in the $50 per ticket. What is there? 20,000 season ticket holders? What's that? $1 million?
Yep.
Right there.
yeah,
Now that's in merch, gift cards. So
still that comes off
portion
your
of that.
revenue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But-
So,
but
and
I
they
mean,
still
that's a
sold 6 million
big
in
chunk of
merch last
change.
year.
That's a big chunk of change. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried as long as we can, Smokey Bear it this year and try and prevent forest fires. We should be okay for a profit in 2026.
Only who can prevent forest fires? You selected. You, meaning me.
Yeah. Such a good joke.
The one nice thing in that release is Craig Reynolds also said that the team has sold about 1,000 more season tickets this season. So that's a nice thing to see. So people clearly like a winning team. Shocking, I know.
But I heard everyone was giving up their seats. I was told that online by people that were giving up their seats.
Look here, Larry, and you'll get that reference.
I do get that. Oh.
No, really? Okay, I thought that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Anyway, next year they'll make a lot more money.
Yep,
we'll leave it there. That's the opening kickoff presented by Creasy's Premium Home Leisure Jacuzzi Spas. Let's motor right along here. It won't be Jason French this week, but it's time for Remember That Guy, sponsored by District 306, Regina's tactical laser tech experience. Greg's going to give us some hints on a former rider of the past, the who's who and who's that of Rider Nation, as you like to call it, and give us some hints, and we have to try and guess who it is. On the scale of 1 to 5, is that what it is? 1 to 5?
Yeah, it's 5. Yeah.
Vanstones, Rob Vanstones, the CFL Rider Encyclopedia. How many Vanstones is this one?
I think it's a 3 or a 4.
Okay. Well, let's get started. Steve, you don't look too confident.
I don't know. I seem to get the harder ones easier than the easy ones.
Because we overthink the easy ones. That's the
I
problem.
know.
Yeah.
And I missed it when they did Neil Hughes.
Yes, you did.
Again, I overthought the easy one.
Right.
Well, let's remember that guy. Greg, take it away.
He's a 2-time rider.
Sean Lemon.
Is he a 3-time at this point?
He might be a 3, actually.
Yeah, he's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-time Grey Cup champion.
Okay.
Former Ram. And by Ram, I mean Victor Valley Collegiate Ram. Go maroon and gold.
Okay, it wasn't who I thought it was going to be. I saw a name earlier on social media, and I thought, "Ooh, this would be a good one." I screenshotted it. It's not Ronald. It's not Ronald Flemings.
It is definitely not Ronald Flemings. That hasn't been around much. Has called Dallas and Montreal home. So he only got 3 teams to his ledger.
Oh, no.
Dallas, Montreal, and the Riders, of course. No.
2-time CFL All-Star, and in a Grey Cup game that the Riders played in was Grey Cup MVP. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a dick of the way I worded that.
No,
Yeah, he definitely played against us.
yeah. Trying to think of at least recently.
Oh.
It wouldn't have been 09 or 10. Oh my God, maybe. Yeah.
Avon Coburn.
Avon
No, he wasn't a
Coburn.
rider.
Nope, he wasn't. Was he a rider?
He was
He's a Rider coach.
No. Yeah.
I never thought of that. Sorry, yeah, no, definitely not Avon Coburn.
Wow.
Combined. Okay,
I cheated.
Okay.
I cheated here because I looked at the Grey Cup MVP from the next year.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not going to say the
Cheater.
name. I cheated.
You cheated. You cheater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointed in
Combined 9,249 receiving yards and
Yep.
60 touchdowns.
I legitimately forgot this guy was a rider. I would have never guessed it anyways.
Started with the Riders.
I know.
And then he became a 5-time 1,000-yard receiver with the Alouettes.
Oh God. I really should know this.
And Steve's a dirty cheater. So when you tell him you dirty
Oh,
cheater,
You want me to give it up?
Yeah,
because you dirty
Jamel
cheater.
Richardson. Yeah.
Yep.
right. I forgot he was a two-time. Yeah, he came back in
I never would have got that one.
2015.
2015. Yeah.
2013 was his last year with the Alouettes. Took a year off and came back in 2015 when we were having roster issues.
Didn't think
And
he was
Chris Jones.
I forgot he was the MVP of Grey Cup.
2010. Yeah. 2010.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't remember,
he was okay here looking at his stats, and then Montreal happened, and
I liked him here. I thought he was going to turn into what he turned into. And I know that sounds like I'm calling that one 2020 in hindsight, but I liked him. And then he was gone, and then he became just a beast in Montreal.
I mean, he had like 1,200 yards over 4 years, so and 4
Helps when you have
touchdowns.
Anthony Calvillo throwing you the rock
Well, that's
for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed his total in Saskatchewan in his first year in Montreal.
Yeah, just
Not quite, but
ridiculous.
pretty damn close.
Didn't he had 1,700 one season, didn't he? Like he was knocking
Yeah,
the door of
2011, right after that Grey Cup, came back the next year, 1,777
There was
yards,
that big debate
and
whether he
11
should be
touchdowns.
there was that debate whether he should be the league MVP.
Yeah.
Because he put up all those numbers, and everyone's saying, well, it's the quarterback that threw it to him. So
I hate that debate. I really do. Like, technically speaking, they both need each other.
Mhm.
So whose is more impressive at the time?
considering it's a quarterback award, whenever you have a receiver put up like 1,700 yards, like I feel you almost have to give it to the receiver at that point. Like that's, oh, yeah, good comment.
Hey,
Good comment.
I admitted it. I didn't
The
want to
guy
cast
who
because I
doesn't
knew I
like-
wasn't getting it.
Pumpkin spice lattes seems to be a cheater, pumpkin eater. Thank you, Jelly Bean Short. You're
I admitted it, which is why I didn't want to guess. I knew I wasn't getting it. I wanted to see who it was.
Steve, you love pumpkin spice lattes. I know you do.
I've said I do. I just don't like them in September or before
You like them in
September.
August. You like them in
No.
Toronto in August.
Nope, didn't happen. Prove it.
All right.
we
We'll
got
call
pictures,
Blake
don't
up.
we? I'm pretty sure.
Although
I think
wasn't that
it's
the
the
year
first-
I finally gave in?
Yeah, because it was launch
Yeah.
day when we got to Toronto with Blake. And I said, we have
Yeah.
to stop. We have to stop at Starbucks and get one.
I just said I'm done with this fight.
And you enjoyed the crap out of it. You loved it.
I did. Didn't
Didn't we go back another day and get another one?
Was
might
this
have.
before or after the Spider-Man costume with no shorts?
That
Before.
that was before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those construction
Good
workers were
times.
catcalling you. My goodness. Jay Rich, Jamal Richardson, on Remember That Guy, sponsored by District 306, Regina's Tactical Laser Tech Experience. Churchill Brewing Company, odds and end zones time, a look around the CFL. We won't get into the games too much last week because we're going way over on time here. Big news, CFL and quarterback in Ottawa and Winnipeg. They completed a trade on Tuesday. Drew Brown goes from Ottawa back to Winnipeg for a first-round pick, and they're also swapping second-round picks as well too. Ottawa also signing McLeod Bethel Thompson to be their backup behind Jake Mayer. I'll let you guys say this in a second, but with what we've seen over the first couple weeks of this season, imagine hitching your wagon to Jake Mayer.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like for the first, what was it? Like between that was announced and the MBT news came out, there was a good, 20 minutes to half an hour where everyone's going, wait, did Ottawa just double down on Jake Mayer?
Yep.
The entire CFL community was just perplexed at what was happening. I don't know. I know I'm already sick of hearing about how Winnipeg now has the best QB room in the league. Okay.
Taylor
have
Elders.
you seen their starter?
Did you watch the preseason game that he played in?
Have you seen Drew Brown over the last since he left Winnipeg? And Bryce Perkins. Okay, you got a short yardage quarterback. Yeah, so do we. What's your point? Woof.
I don't understand this trade from Ottawa's perspective. They're a team that needs to win now. They have to start getting wins together, and they got worse for future Canadian talent because McLeod Bethel Thompson is not
a long-term solution.
If that's who you're hitching your wagon to, you're in trouble. I mean, probably better than Jake Maier, but at least Jake Maier has thrown a football in the last couple seasons.
But let's be honest, though. Drew Brown was the previous regime's guy. Dinwiddie came in and basically flat out said, yeah, I'm not interested in the Drew Brown experience, and went and got Maier to be his guy.
Yep.
And it was pretty obvious that Maier wasn't going to be that guy. There's going to be people calling for Brown. So the easiest solution is get rid of Brown.
And Brown did show interest in going back to Winnipeg earlier in the media. So maybe he was just like, Brown didn't like the demotion. I mean, nobody likes the demotion, right?
Of course not.
And that's
You're
a very
competitor, of
human
course
thing
not.
to, and I can appreciate that. It's a very human thing.
Yep.
But, I mean, maybe he was like, okay, well, if I'm not going to be your guy, I'm never going to be your guy here. Ship me out.
And frankly, I don't fault him. There should be more guys like that. If you need to advocate for yourself, and you gotta play better, mind you, but like getting stuck behind Jake Maier, like there's no, but you cannot tell me there is no drop off by trying Drew Brown in a game where you're already losing.
Well, at least you have some running potential with Drew Brown, a dual threat at least.
And that's it. Like the fact that Dustin Crum is probably a better option than either of those two right now just blows my mind.
I do like the trade from Winnipeg side of things, though. They're in a must-win now because their roster's getting old type mandate right now. Not that I think they're going to win now either way, but it makes sense for them. Now they have a decent veteran backup behind a okay starting quarterback in Zach Calero. So I get it. Good trade on their part, but I just don't get it from Ottawa's side.
But here's the thing. If you're Taylor Gersma and his management crew, what do you think about this move? Because Brown, I think he's got another year on his deal. So now let's say Zach does step away and takes it to zone deal if he doesn't beat if Trevor doesn't beat him for it. Then what? Like now all of a sudden you're fighting for your life. It's a weird move. Like
sorry,
you
say his name and he appears. Oh, it didn't play. Oh,
nah, boo.
I hit the wrong thing. It just highlighted. What the heck?
Steve, love you, man.
God.
There we go. There we
There you
go.
go.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got a few of those clips.
Oh, I got 5 or 6 short little clips for you, bud. Sorry.
But the fact
Taking a
remains,
vacation.
Shout out Chris Trevler doing that on vacation.
yeah, don't send us shirtless videos. But the fact remains is Winnipeg didn't improve their quarterback room; they just made it more complicated. So,
elsewhere around the league, how far do the goalposts move for Davis Alexander this week?
it's never
Losing-
lost on a Thursday.
Losing in overtime last week, his first regular season loss.
Not in regulation, it wasn't. That is where we're going to be at. It's going to be
Yep.
hasn't lost in regulation, and then when he loses this week, he hasn't lost on a Friday because he's going to lose on a Thursday. Like that means. Oh, wait a second. That means Winnipeg's going to win. Oh, never mind. Like, they're going to keep on moving the goalposts until he loses on every day. That's just the way it's going to be.
I don't think we're going to hear any more from it. I think that talking point is done. I'd like to think his second loss in 4 games is enough to end the discussion. But I know better.
I will put $20 down Thursday night's game. Someone says hasn't lost in regulation yet.
Oh, absolutely. But it's not going to be the same talking point that we've heard dozens of times in every game he's played.
I don't know. Have you watched TSN broadcasts
Yeah, I was
over the
gonna
last
say.
few years? They find a storyline and they stick to it.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, I'm not taking that bet.
I will even put an over-under on at least 5 times mentioned on the panel that he has not lost in regulation.
My thing with him is I wonder if now, because you see this, I remember with who was it, Patrick Lalime with the Penguins. He went on that big streak to start his career and then sucked
3, yeah.
after that. Like was a shell of that once he lost a game. I'm curious if we get the same out of Davis Alexander, where you hit that, oh, I can lose tank.
Well, and here's my issue as a competitor. He was happy. He was smiling, high-fiving Cody Fajardo. I understand they're buds.
He's happy for his guy.
I don't care if one of my best friends beats me. I'm still upset when I lose. That kind is like,
especially when you blow a big lead to start the game, give up 23 unanswered.
Yeah. Like,
have to claw your way back, and then
like, I don't care if it was his mother that scored the winning touchdown on it. Like, you still gotta be a little upset about it.
One of our commenters wants to take you up on that bet.
I see that.
And elsewhere around the CFL, Sean Millington was the next player announced for the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. I was actually a little bit surprised he wasn't in yet.
That surprised me as well.
Yeah.
But dude is still jacked. Oh my God. Just peeled off his shirt. I'm like, he could probably outplay Butler right now.
Yeah.
I love the way they're doing it this year.
Yeah.
It's not just one media release and that's all you get. You're getting actual celebrations. I hope they stick to this in future years.
Part of me is like, it's a bit of a dick move by surprising these guys and making them all emotional. But at the same time, I love the emotion of it. I'm a
also
sucker for
very
stuff like
raw,
that.
very real, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah. So it's, I don't know. I definitely like it. It's better than you're right, just dropping a press release, going, here's your Hall of Fame class. I like the fact that they're surprising these guys.
Well, let's get back to the Rider talk. Let's get to the preview this week. Riders at Argonauts at Mosaic Stadium. Friday, 7 p.m. The Prairie Blizzard jerseys. And there's a comment there. Joe, here's hoping for a hailstorm in the Prairie Blizzard. Good one, Joe. Hopefully. Come on. Hopefully, Alex Hale will be able to split the uprights every time he has to kick the ball this week, something that we haven't seen yet this season. But this game, it's about the injuries, right? Let's start with the secondary. What does the starting secondary look like? Well, Nelson Lacombo still out at safety, so Jackson Ford will get the start. Speaking of Jackson Ford, we have an interview with him on Wednesday. So we'll post that Wednesday afternoon following the interview. We'll talk about the game coming up, the game against Calgary, and who knows what else we'll talk about. But Jackson Ford's going to be joining us here, so look for that on social media. So Nelson Lacombo's out, Jackson Ford at safety. It seems like, at least with the first day of practice, which was the open practice for the week, Jonathan Edward, our new signing that just played special teams last week, was taking reps with the first team at halfback. So he's a Canadian. Potential ratio help that way, or how that could configure the ratio. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing, but seems like they're keeping Tavon Campbell at corner, Marcus Sales at corner, and DeMarcus Fields at the other halfback spot. So are you guys concerned about a guy making his very first start, just being here for barely a week against, and let's be honest, Chad Kelly has looked fantastic other than that weird game. Well, that weird game last week, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but he's thrown for like 900 yards. And their offense in Toronto has looked very, very good. So is there a concern there with the secondary guys?
It's not ideal, but at the same time, yes, Burgess Jr. was in camp with us. Yes, he's a cornerback, though. So unless you're going to start shuffling guys around, you go with the guy that was actually got a couple reps in practice last week, even though, yeah, you're right, it's only a week and a half. I don't know what you do, because right now they're literally the walking wounded in that secondary, which feels a lot like last year, which has me concerned. But I don't know. I guess we're going to blitz Chad Kelly a million times and hope it works out for the best.
Well, and this is a guy that did play in a Corey Mays defense back with Toronto in was it 2022? So I mean, he's got some familiarity. Obviously, he wasn't a starter then, but he has some familiarity with the defense he's jumping into. If you're gonna throw somebody in like this, I'd rather it be a Canadian, and at least you can free up a ratio spot or a roster spot for an American somewhere else. If you don't have somebody that's gonna step in.
I have a theory if that's the way we're going.
Okay, Jonathan Kim?
No. We need a global position for that one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
DDB not practicing. I think that's a good way to get a guy like if DDB is hurt.
Johnny Johnson Jr.
Johnny Johnson Jr. That's a good way to get him on the roster.
Well, DDB was not practicing. Deshaun Mims was with the first team. So I think they want to keep their 3 Canadian starters at receiver. I mean, it's not like they were throwing a lot of balls to DDB. He's getting 2 targets a game. Might as well let Mims get in there and let's see what he can do. And that would also bring Daniel Weeb onto the roster as well, too.
Yeah.
So who knows? There's something there. You're right, though. They could be playing around with the ratio and seeing what else they can switch around there. They also added Oladipo Jr. From the practice roster to the active roster, according to the transactions page. So maybe they go with him instead of Jonathan Edward at halfback. Wednesday's practice is closed, so that's when they'll actually, put in the guys.
Do what they want to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And there's just a walkthrough on Thursday, so we're not going to get a lot from a walkthrough. So that secondary, I mean, to me, that's the big key in this game, because the offense, I'm not worried about the offense. No. They're going to have to score 30 points plus to win games right now while everybody's hurt. And I have no qualms. I mean, Toronto's defense has not looked good. I know they got a bunch of interceptions off Jake Mayer, but they still didn't look that good in that game in their win, and they looked awful in their loss in week 1.
And trying to let all their running backs go too. So they've got Hicks, who's a first-year player, and he's just a little guy. To me, he doesn't look like he has any breakaway speed or elusivity. So it's going to be all on Chad Kelly to win this game for them.
I mean, it's take the over. Is what it comes down to.
This is not going to be a defensive struggle.
No, this is the defenses might struggle.
This is going to be like all air raid all the time, like both teams.
But
if I'm in that kind of battle, I like Trevor Harris's odds with our offense 99 times out of 100. I don't care who they're lining up against.
And the good news is guys can't call numbers because they won't be able to read them.
There you go. Will AJ Ouellette be available? Thomas Bertrand Houdon took first team reps. Quali Conley was getting in there as well too. I think they sit AJ for this game. I think they'd be smart to. It'd be nice to have him for the pass protection, but early in the season, if that ankle's a little bit tender, I know they're going to work him out tomorrow to see if he can go, but I would have him sit this game. Get Quali Conley in there, see what he can do. Keep TBH as your change of pace guy and can handle a few carries throughout the game. But let's see what this young guy can do when the lights are on. And besides, we don't need to have TBH starting as a Canadian for the ratio. So I think it'll be Conley mixing in. I could be way off, and AJ does play. In a perfect world, AJ does play. I think, though, it looked like he probably could have gone in that Calgary game after he got taken out. He was on the sidelines. In a playoff game, he probably would have gone back in.
I don't know. If he's not going in a potential overtime game, I don't think he could have gone in. I think that's the point where
But we've seen
throw him in there.
we've seen this with Corey Mace teams though. Like,
Yeah.
if it's close, no, you're not going. We need you later in the year, especially early in the season.
Yeah.
Injuries, they've held guys out.
Yeah, and we said it before. June games count just as much as the games in September, but at the same time, is September is closer to playoffs, and you're more concerned about that. And once again, you can't spell quality running back without quality.
Can't wait for that sign to make an appearance on TSN, Greg. James Waters was not practicing day one of practice here.
That's got to be a vet day.
Yeah,
That's got to be a vet day.
Please.
they had him listed with an ankle injury, but I think that's just okay. His ankle might be a little bit tender, but he's fine.
Did Yoshi actually show up today when to practice? Because
Yoshi was there. Yes,
He did. Wow.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's probably because it's a short week of practice, right?
I
You're only
guess.
getting two practices in.
Yeah.
Um,
I have no fear that Waters is not going to be ready to go.
No.
By game time.
And it'll be really interesting to see if they approach this game on defense, on the defensive line, the same way that they did against Calgary, with bringing extra linebackers, blitzing quite often, bringing halfback blitzes, all that kind of stuff was going on against the Stamps. I'm wondering if they do that again to try and get to Chad Kelly a little bit faster, because the defensive line was getting some pressure, but they weren't finishing plays against Vernon Adams. A lot of times, Desmond Evans, I thought Devin Adams had a really good game too. But they were getting to Vernon Adams, but they weren't bringing him down. So
I definitely think the key to this game is going to be getting at Chad Kelly, because like I said, I don't think their running game is at all a focus. It's all going to be whatever Chad Kelly can get them, both the positive and the negative, as proven by last game. So, yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of pressure constantly all game.
okay, with that, let's pick our games. It's time for Piffles Picks.
Piffles Picks.
Well, folks, when you're right 52% of the time, you're wrong 48% of the time.
Steve, your first place standings lasted 1 week. Greg, welcome to the top with your perfect 4-0 week. I was hoping you'd have that music cued. Beautiful.
My reign of terror is over.
Yeah. Welcome to the basement at 7-3, Steve.
I'll take it.
Absolutely perfect.
Need Bobby the Brain Heenan in here somewhere.
Oh.
Well, it was a good week for us raising money again for charity. We were 3-1 last week. So collectively,
4-0 if you went with what I said.
well, we would have 4-0 if you would have gone, or 3-0 if you would have gone with me in the first week. So,
And me in the second.
we need to figure out which one of us is actually going to get it right, and only bet those ones.
Just assume it won't be me again.
Seems-
I
Yeah,
had my
easy.
one.
That's the
Yeah.
easy one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm only one game back. This is good for me. I'm at 70%.
Like I said in the, I don't know if it made the power rankings. Go back to your default setting the same way I told Ottawa to go back to 9th.
No, I used my comment for Ottawa where I said, "Can we move Quebec City above them yet?"
Oh yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anyway, first game, 4 games in 4 nights: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First game Thursday night, Edmonton at Winnipeg. I'll take a shot at this one. I'll say, I'm gonna guess Winnipeg's favored. I'll go 2.5.
I'm going to go 1.5. Is it Edmonton?
Winnipeg 3.5.
Wow.
Well,
It has been bet down to 2.5, but we go opening.
that doesn't change my thought, because I was gonna go with Edmonton anyway.
As am I.
I think they win straight up.
So do I. The same thing I thought last week too.
Yeah. I can't see Winnipeg pulling this out.
And who knows if Nick Dembski's playing or not. So
Well,
I know
that
he
too.
was held out practice too. So that's a big loss for them. Game 2, Saskatchewan at Toronto. Yes. Steve, you want to take a shot at this one?
We go Riders minus 4.5.
I'll say it's 3.5 for the Riders.
I know I love a home dog, but Toronto at 5.5 ain't happening. So I'm taking Saskatchewan.
5.5. Okay.
Wow.
I took the Riders every game last year. And here's the thing, it has moved. It is down to 3.5 in most places.
I mean, I would absolutely take that in a heartbeat at 3.5.
I would take 3.5 in a heartbeat too. But I bet Saskatchewan all last year, and I'm still going with it.
Yep. It's Riders.
I'm going to reluctantly take the Riders because I think it's going to be a field goal game.
On the foot of Alex Hale.
Yeah, I hope not.
God.
From 40 plus.
Yep.
Saturday night.
We owe them a win by Rouge, so let's
he better
get
do
that back.
He better do the Pilsner Pill Country run when he nails it, and then he can't see out of his glasses.
Game 3, Calgary at BC. I'll guess that it's Calgary 1.5.
I'm gonna go Calgary 4.5.
Well, you guys are doing bad this week. BC 2.5. It has been bet down to 1.5, but Calgary's still the dog.
Wow. Okay.
I'm taking the dog.
Well, yeah, with what we've seen this year. Yeah, I'm all over Calgary in that one.
Yep. Same.
The nice thing is one of these two teams will be 0-3.
I know. That's so good. And I can't wait for it to be BC.
Who had that with Edmonton undefeated at the top of the standings and one of Calgary BC winless at the bottom?
It's obviously easy being green. That's all I care about.
And this one's in Kelowna too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Is that the Apple Bowl?
Yeah. So not a huge home field advantage. I think that neutralizes it a little bit for the Stamps in this one too. And we're gonna all be on the same 4 picks here. Nobody's taking a lead here. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna be on the last one together as well. Ottawa at Montreal.
Depends
Steve,
what the number is.
Take the first guess.
I'm gonna go 6.5.
5.5.
Oh, you guys just blew it. 7.5. And it has been bet up to 8.5.
I'd still take that, to be honest.
Montreal all day.
I'm taking Ottawa.
You believe me?
I can't. A touchdown game is just too much.
Now that Jake Mayer doesn't have Drew Brown breathing down his neck, he's going to feel free and start whipping the ball everywhere.
They can't.
It'll probably be another rainstorm because that's all that Jake Mayer has seen this year in his 2 games is just awful weather.
I think Montreal wins, but I don't think it's by 8 points.
So help me if this game goes overtime.
Oh, it's gonna be great just sitting there watching. I guess they could still win by 8 even in overtime.
They can actually.
They could. Yeah.
Also, I hate the fact that the Riders couldn't go for 2 after they scored when we play Calgary only twice. Those points might come into play later in the year.
I mean,
should have been able to do it.
I get that argument, and I saw that was posted, and the rule book says that after you score on the last play of regulation or overtime to win the game, that there is no convert. Just beat them in game 2.
I get why you do it. I get why you do it.
Oh, for sure. But just beat them in game 2, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that one's at home, so.
And Calgary's like going to be 0-3 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they'll be 3 games back after the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can't see Calgary beating BC.
Losing to BC?
Oh, yeah, they'll be 3 games back. Yeah, I guess they would be. Holy hell, Steve.
I don't know what I'm going to what I would enjoy more. BC being the favorite, being down 0-3, or Calgary because I just hate the Stampeders so much being 0-3. It is.
I want them to go 0-18 before they ever go 18-0, just to stick
so
it to Ryan.
Ryan can kind of be right.
Yeah.
Well, Friday night, looking forward to it. Should be a nice evening for football here at Mosaic Stadium for our road game against the Argos. The Prairie Blizzard game, I think I'm just going to wear this. I'll change over the next couple of days. I'll wash this and rewear it maybe, but please assume that I've changed my clothes over the last 3 days or the next 3 days for Prairie Blizzard. But I saw that comment earlier. Yes, we should sell these sweaters instead.
We
the
do.
Piffles Podcast ones. We do. Go to pifflespodcast.com/shop. You can design it your own self. It's great. Hashtag
I don't know.
cheap.
Our graphic designer is a bloody genius.
He's okay.
He's okay.
I'm not getting involved. I've already used my mean things about Greg quota for the episode.
You got to save them for future episodes. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're going to the tailgate before the game at 7:00, you see us, come say hi, stop at the tailgate. We'll, I think we're going to have some games and stuff going on this week as well, too.
We should have new Piffles flags,
have
so
some fun.
we should be noticeable. We should have a Piffles flag, by the way.
There we go. But we will leave it there for this week. Piffles Podcast is brought to you by our great friends at Dairy Queen on Elphinstone Street and Sass Drive in Regina. Special thanks, of course, go to Churchill Brewing Company, District 306, Regina's tactical laser tag experience, Bigfoot Vodka, and Creasy's Premium Home Leisure Jacuzzi Spas for their support, making everything possible. Thanks for listening wherever you get your podcasts, watching the live stream on X, Facebook, or YouTube. Bring in the comments. We love that. Keep bringing those comments, guys. Appreciate it. And watching on SaskTel Max TV on demand. We leave you, as always, with Ghost Behind Your Mind by Tyler Gilbert.
Thank you for being such a big supporter and fan of the CFL and myself personally.